next item is discussion possible action to approve resolution litigation with Salt Creek Wind and procedural matters regarding Tama County Board of Adjustment. This is a resolution that we worked with our attorneys on for outside counsel. Just a couple of comments on the outset. There was a Board of Adjustment meeting that was scheduled at the end of February. We were unaware of why that was canceled. They had different reasons why that I had heard, and they were conflicting about who canceled it and why and what attorney advised to cancel and those kind of things. And so I never did quite have the understanding of why it was canceled. We worked with our attorney kind of trying to understand it a little bit better, and through our lawsuit that is going on with Salt Creek Wind, we were able to review some documentation. Within the documentation, there was a letter that was sent to the Board of Adjustment and whoever their attorney is, asking for them to meet by the end of March. And we certainly were in favor of them meeting before March, or before the end of March, to have that resolved. And nobody knew that they were in favor of that. So this is kind of a resolution saying Salt Creek Wind's in favor of them meeting before the end of March. We are in favor of them meeting before the end of March. Why isn't it happening? So this is, we are trying to stay independent of all of what the Board of Adjustment is doing, but we want to have an understanding and a clarification where we're at, because we're in a lawsuit. And we have conflicting opinions about what's going on within the Board of Adjustment. Can we move forward? Can they move forward? We're being asked if a moratorium applies to this current project. We want to know if this issue is resolved and when it's going to be resolved before we can issue our opinion on if it applies. And so this resolution hopefully will clarify our position on where we stand as far as what this Board of Adjustment needs to do. We think that they need to have a meeting. We're not going to tell them how they should decide. That's up to them. But we think that they should also comply with the request of Salt Creek Wind to meet and decide on the previous action that was asked of them to be taken. So I will read it. It does become a public document when it's either passed or failed. And so I want to read it. If there's any questions from board members, we'll certainly take them. It can be changed, and it could still pass in a different form. Resolution 47/2025A, Tama County. Whereas Tama County is currently involved in several pending litigation matters related to wind energy and Salt Creek Wind LLC, and whereas in Espenshide versus the Board of Adjustment of Tama County, ETAL, Tama County case number CVCV 008903, a citizen claims the Tama County Board of Adjustment, acted illegally in affirming the September 24th issuance of zoning certificates to Salt Creek Wind LLC, known as Salt Creek, and that the Board of Adjustment's November 12th, 2024 decision was improper and illegal for various reasons, and whereas other constituents have raised concerns regarding the procedural irregularities in the November 12th, 2024 public appeal hearing before Board of Adjustment and its subsequent written decision, whereas a citizen appealed the zoning administrator's December 2024 decision to grant Salt Creek's extension of time to commence construction and establish use under the September 2024 zoning certificates, which has yet to be heard by the Board of Adjustment and is therefore subject to the automatic stay in Iowa Code 335.14, and whereas in Salt Creek Wind LLC versus Tama County Board of Supervisors and Tama County number CVCV 008931, Salt Creek claims the Tama County Board of Supervisors, the Board of Supervisors, acted illegally in passing a moratorium on wind energy conversion systems, permitting and construction, Resolution 1-6-2025B, and whereas Tama County has an interest in protecting its resources and funding the defense of 2 lawsuits in which the county must defend inconsistent positions is not in the best interest of Tama County, and whereas the Board of Supervisors finds that there are sufficient concerns regarding the procedural irregularities, with respect to the appeal hearing and decision to warrant a new hearing and decision by the Board of Adjustment as the issuance of the September 2024 zoning certificates, and whereas the Board of Adjustment's decision following the appeal hearing may moot one or both lawsuits, thereby conserving county resources, and whereas the Board of Adjustment's reconsideration of the appeal will reinstate the automatic stay of any activities in furtherance of the 2024 zoning certificates under Iowa Code 335-14 in Article XX5 or 2102.1 of the ordinances of Tama County, Iowa, and whereas due to the uncertainty regarding the litigated matters of the status of construction, the Board of Supervisors further finds it in the best interest of Tama County to stay any construction activities by Salt Creek until the Board of Adjustment issues its final decision after reconsidering its appeal. Whereas the Board of Supervisors and the Board of Adjustment will seek stays of the proceeding in both pending litigation matters to allow the Board of Adjustment to reconsider the appeal anew, it is therefore resolved by the Board of Supervisors of Tama County, Iowa. The Board of Adjustment of Tama County, Iowa shall consider or reconsider the appeal regarding the zoning administrator's 2024 decision issuing zoning certificates to Salt Creek Wind LLC. In reconsidering the appeal, the Board of Adjustment shall hold a public hearing and conform with all procedures outlined in Article 21 of Ordinances of Tama County, Iowa law, and the Board of Adjustment's rules of procedure. In reconsidering the appeal, the Board of Adjustment is directed to consider all evidence and arguments presented by the parties to appeal, public comments at the appeal hearing, the conditions and specifications in the 2020 Conditional Use Permit issued to Salt Creek Wind LLC, and the extent to which the zoning certificates conform with or varying from the conditional use permit, the Tama County Comprehensive Land Use Plan, whether additional conditions or restrictions should be required, and any other information or considerations the Board of Adjustment deems appropriate and not inconsistent with governing law. At the same hearing, the Board of Adjustment may, but is not required to, consider the appeal related to the December 2024 extension to the Salt Creek Wind LLC, as well as the 2020 Conditional Use Permit. Should the Board of Adjustment choose to consider those additional matters at the same public hearing, the public notice for hearing shall so specify. The Board of Adjustment's written decision shall make specific factual findings and state with specificity the reasons for reaffirming or reversing the issuance of the zoning certificates. The Board of Supervisors will seek a stay of the lawsuit currently pending as Salt Creek Wind LLC versus the Tama County Board of Supervisors and Tama County number CVC V008931. And the Board of Adjustment is directed to seek a stay of the lawsuit currently pending in Espenshine versus Board of Adjustment of Tama County, ETAL, Tama County case number CVC 008903. And such stays shall also seek order staying construction by Salt Creek Wind LLC, consistent with this resolution, Iowa Code 335.14, in Article 21-2102.1 of the ordinances of Tama County, Iowa. Having read it, any of the board members have any questions, discussion?
Just so we're clear, so the record is clear, that was, you forgot to add a V in there on the Tama County, this is the very last paragraph. Tama County case number CVC D 008903.
Other than that, you did great.
There was some stuff we're.
Good. I'll make that motion to approve resolution 4-7-2025A.
Okay, been moved,
I'll second it.
moved and seconded. Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Roll call.
It's
Aye.
roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roll call.
Hilmer,
Aye.